Okay sis, let's get into the skin. So one of the most luxurious skincare products that I love to use on a consistent basis are body butters. I just love the way that it just glides on my skin. It just feels absolutely divine. But the one thing that I do absolutely despise when using body butters is when it feels too greasy. Because child, one thing that I do want to be moisturized, but I don't want to be glazed up like a donut or oily enough to fry some doggone chicken. So yes, that greasy feeling in body butters, I do not like that at all. Now it's all in the formulation of how that body butter is formulated, right? Because that can and will make it too greasy for anybody's liking, right? Have you ever like been back, well I'm gonna say for me, raised up in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, you know, back I'm gonna say mostly in the late 80s and early 90s, even to mid 90s, some people had jerry curls, right? And if you're not familiar with a jerry curl, baby, go look it up, okay? Because I want you to see this. But if you are familiar with a jerry curl, you already know that probably your mama said, hey, if that's your friend with that jerry curl, you make sure you tell them not to touch my walls or to lean their head back on my furniture, because it left an imprint. And that's basically what happens when body butters are too greasy and they're on your skin. You're going to leave an imprint wherever you go, baby. So you don't want that. So again, for those of you who are beginners to formulation, or you're doing your own or creating your own skincare brand or skincare line, and you want to start with body butters, because honestly body butters are very, very beginner friendly and easy to help you build up your confidence to starting your own skincare brand, right? But there's a way that you can do it where the body butters are not too greasy. That's what we're talking about today. Today, this video is all about what makes body butters feel greasy. So let's just jump right into this thing, okay? So one of the first reasons why your body butter or a body butter that you're using may feel greasy or be greasy on your skin starts in the formulation itself. It starts with the foundation of what a body butter is. And a body butter is butter, right? And it depends on what is the main star of the show. Is it shea butter? Is it mango butter? Is it cocoa butter? What type of butter is the main star? Now, shea butter is heavier, so it takes a minute for it to absorb, for the skin to absorb it, right? Now on the contrary, mango and cocoa butter, which are butters that I typically also use along with shea butter, but mango and cocoa butter, they're more lightweight, so they're absorbed in the skin easier, and not just sitting there waiting on the skin to drink it up. So that could be one of the reasons why a body butter that you're using is greasy, or if you're a formulator, that may be why your body butter is greasy. Just check which type of butter you're using. So the second reason may be how, again, it's formulated, what you're using along with that body butter. One thing that I want you to always keep in mind is that a body butter is an emollient. So an emollient is oil based, right? So most of the time, if you're formulating body butters, you're going to be adding a carrier oil with it, whether it's sunflower oil, or if it's jojoba oil, or sweet almond oil. You're going to be adding a carrier oil to help the whole process of creating this body butter. So that's something else that you want to keep in mind, is that overall a butter is greasy, right? So to go ahead and absorb some of that oiliness and that greasiness, you want to add a starch. And so for me, what I use is arrowroot powder. So this is something that I put in my body butters, especially the butters that I create that are oil based and carrier oil based. I'm going to add that arrowroot powder to soak up some of that oily and greasiness, so that way when it's applied to the skin, it's just gliding on, and your skin is absorbing the butter along with the arrowroot is taking away some of that greasiness. So as of late, I've been fighting the whole greasiness in the body butters that I am formulating. So now I make emulsified body butters. So an emulsified body butter is primarily water. Now, my reasoning for revamping my formula was not because my body butters were too greasy. Mine was more so the climate that I live in. So I live in Florida. It's about to be summer here, and it's already hot. Every day it's running like in the 80s, close to the 90s on most days. So a lot of times when people are ordering body butters, I only would ship body butters during the winter time. So that means that I would put them as out of stock until winter, all throughout summer until winter comes back. Now, because I do want to sell my body butters year round, one way for me to be able to do that is by making an emulsified body butter. And so that alone, because it's more water based along with wax and things like that, that is going to bring that level of greasiness down. It's still going to be moisturizing to the skin, but it's going to be more of a lotion texture versus like that body butter texture. So I've been able to combat the whole greasiness of my body butters by incorporating water and creating an emulsified body butter. So this is my preferred method for the Makei Beauty skincare line, is now going forward. That way I'm able to keep the body butters on the shelves all year long, is by making this emulsified body butter. So it's a win-win for the brand itself and for my clients as well. Is because number one, baby, when you put this body butter on, you're not leaving greasy marks everywhere you go, honey. You is not leaving your fingerprint everywhere you go, so people know, hey, she has been here, okay? So that's one of the main reasons that I decided to create the emulsified body butters. Because when you're creating body butters, you just have to go with what your preference is, and always have in the back of the mind what you want the end result to be. Why did you create the product? And always have your whys lined up, and that's how you're going to formulate your formulas anyway. Whether your why is the reason why I decided that I wanted to go the emulsified way, is one, I wanted to keep the product on my shelves all year long. Two, I wanted to create something that was effectively healthy for the skin without leaving my clients greasy all over the place when they're going from location to location. And these are just some of the reasons why your body butter may be greasy, and just a couple of things that you can tweak to make them less greasy. If you're going to stick with the formula or purchasing body butters that are just carrier oil based along with butter bases, then you just want to make sure that there's some sort of starch in there that absorbs that greasiness. If you feel like, okay, this body butter that I've purchased or this body butter that I've created is too oily and you're using shea butter, maybe switch to mango butter or kokum butter. So I hope this video has helped you in some sort of way, whether you're a beginner to formulating your own body butters or if you just are a consumer of body butters. But if this resonated with you in any type of way, please feel feel free to give it a thumbs up, a like, leave a positive comment, and do not forget to subscribe so that way you are notified every single time that I release a video. So until next time, Boss Beauties, I want you to always to remember to aspire to inspire someone every single day. So y'all, you know what to do. Have a blessed one, honey. Okay, bye.